What in the fuck? Everybody's just in here feeding each other left and right, here, bud. Oh, sour. Who will win? Nobody.
Yes?
Nobody wins.
Sure.
Oh, it's doing the every time you pick up remains, we have to play the end battle music. Okay.
I think I've been poisoned.
Oh, why do I sound like such a vagina?
Yes?
Experience.
What?
What's that? Riot Games adding the clause in their LCS contracts for pro players saying that players are not allowed to stream Dota 2, StarCraft 2, Hearthstone, WoW, Diablo 3, or World of Tanks if they are an LCS player. That's called protecting your brand. Honestly, if you're in the LCS and you're making money off of playing a specific game, I mean, let's be honest. How many people who play League of Legends professionally in the LCS play Dota 2 or StarCraft 2? Probably not that many. I bet you Hearthstone, maybe a couple people might think about it. World of Warcraft is a bit fucking retarded, and so is Diablo 3. World of Tanks I can agree with. WoW and Diablo 3 probably shouldn't be there. But also, they're not saying that they can't play them, just can't stream them. And so, as a player, I'd probably not give a shit. Honest to God, probably wouldn't give a shit. I think it's fine. All they're doing is protecting their brand. Right? Doesn't look very good when, your players are playing publicly games other than what they're supposed to be paid to play. Right? It's just... Seems reasonable. Because the other thing you have to realize too, right, is that they have sponsors and shit. And the sponsors are under the understanding that they're supposed to be there for, or they're getting a very specific group, very specific a very specific demographic. Well, sure, if they're... I mean, people who play League at the Challenger level, if they're just laddering, honestly, should probably just be playing within a group. Probably their own team. They don't have to show off all the strategies that they're practicing for the thing, but... You know? You're not gonna... You're not gonna convince me that it's a problem when they get paid to play League, and some of these guys who are streaming in the LCS have like 10 to 30,000 viewers with I don't even want to know how many subscribers. I would not complain a single solitary bit. Not even a little bit. The odd one in Dyrus and shit, they're like printing their own money. Well, the reason why they're cock-blocking Blizzard games is because Blizzard's a direct competitor, and blocking all of those games entirely is just making sure that they're just separating their players in the public from those games from their competitor. Because you have to remember, Blizzard's making a Dota, like a Dota clone now, right? Here we go. If I get access to Heroes of the Storm, yeah, I'll play the beta. I have 2 sonic emitters, really? That's it? We are so fucked. What the fuck? There's just a bro just standing down here?
Who's there? You're not Cellcast, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
Sure. I am Qui-Gon Bolton. The Republic has sent us down to investigate.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Cellcaps killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Cellcaps swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Cellcaps. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay. I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the KOTOR harvester they built on the edge of the Hackert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay. And I could get in from the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's gotta be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Cellcast mutants running around looking for dinner. I'm not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those
Somebody's gonna die.
I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the KOTOR harvester. We should probably stick together. but I won't wait around in here with the cell cath. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
Right. Where it's safe. Thumbs up. Oh, you know he did. So we're gonna go on what's probably gonna be a really long journey. Just to see what's going on. Alright. Making a run for it. Qui-Gon Bolton in the yellow and blue obese Power Ranger suit. Sprinting down the hall, looking to set the Manon underwater base hallway record. Last set by a Manon themselves. The Cellcath having infinitely greater advantage underwater, given that they are an underwater peoples. Set an almost insurmountable time 30 years ago in the Manon underwater base hallway race extravaganza. Who knows if anyone will ever be able to beat that time. Alright, let's watch him get eaten alive here.
Come on, hurry up. Don't just stand there, we have to keep moving. The water is filled with... Ah!
Oh, you know he did. You know he did. Where am I supposed to be going exactly? We're going right. I see bubbles. Never mind, Bolton, incapable of climbing up the smallest of undersea hills, is forced to continue risking his life for the betterment of the Republic, running towards a much lower swimming shark. Will he survive? Only time will tell. Bolton, getting dangerously close to the Firaxa, contemplating his next move, slightly wetting himself, luckily already in a yellow and black suit, decides to ignore and continue forth in the hopes of pausing it as he is sitting right over the top of his head. The headbutt was ineffective. Perhaps the sonic emitter will be the champion of this day. It looks as though it may have worked. They are floating belly up, reminiscent of Goldie the Goldfish, Bolton's once staunch companion in childhood, unfortunately left too long, as Bolton was required to do 3 to 4 days of homework in a single night, going unfed. Goldie too was unable to survive. Unfortunately, Bolton, ineffectively using his only... I lied, this thing is infinite. Bolton is now incredibly overpowered. That's like my 1930s sports commentator or like news reporter voice. They all kind of sounded like that. It's kind of how they fucking. Once more onto the breach. Bolton, laying his life on the line, perhaps needlessly, for the betterment of Bastila and men attempting to get laid everywhere across the galaxy. Uses his what is now known to be infinite supply of random badassery, stopping the Firaxa in their tracks. Fearlessly now, Bolton goes forth. Who knows what he will find in this underwater abyss. Alright, we made it, guys. Don't move, you won't get poisoned. Just attack him. Speed it up. Whoa, 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 easy there, killer, easy. Easy. You don't want to overuse the voice, because then you get bored of it. You gotta use that voice sparingly. Well, ain't that some shit. The purple drink force field. Dear God, my... So bad. Alright. Good enough. Great. My awareness is next level. What the fuck? Alright, let's go talk to these poor bastards out here first.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Cellcath in. No, stay out!
How in the
stay
shit
out.
are the...
I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
60 seconds to complete depressurization.
Bitch, please.
54 seconds to complete depressurization. 48 seconds to complete depressurization.
I'm gonna get ya.
42 seconds to complete depressurization.
I'm gonna get ya.
36 seconds to complete depressurization.
Alright, maybe not. There we go.
No. The Faraxa will get us. No. The Selkath are coming. No.
No! No! Ah!
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
Grow a pair,
We're
man.
just scared.
When the Selkath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Faraxan sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Selkath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my
Well,
eyes.
ain't that some shit?
Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Selkath outside the doors every once in a while, and strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead. Dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is
Oh,
Sammy.
it's that.
We were
Right,
scientists
yes.
working here on the Harakard Rift project.
Well, thank goodness I found you.
A star map? I don't know anything about a star map down here.
But there were some ruins that were excavated when we were digging the foundations for the last section of the Kolto harvesting machine.
But we can't go anywhere near those now. Maybe that's why it all happened in the first place.
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift, near the vent. Then there was this rumbling and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Faraxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkath started screaming too.
Oh dear.
And they turned on us. It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the Kolto vent. That might explain a few things too.
Like what? Don't just say that might explain a few things. Man, we're in the middle of hell! Use your words!
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the Kolto. Would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. But with Kolto as a food source...
And all those other Faraxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother. The Faraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Faraxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water.
Sorry,
by
Joel.
clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the Kolto.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
Tell me something else. I've already got an OP thing. I press a button and sharks die.
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Firaxin drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main KOTOR harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Firaxin shark.
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair
better
inside
choice.
the rift. You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If
I
you
understood
inject
some of
enough
those
the
words.
hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
Option 3. I will do whatever the fuck I want and kill both of you too!
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the KOTOR. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the KOTOR. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Alright, well,